Alrighty. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm gonna try to cap for the week for reset tomorrow. Don't need very much, but and I think I will hop over to my main for some OC, trying to hunt down some of the new occult accessories. And I'm hoping that my my audio situation is a lot better. I've been trying to troubleshoot it for a couple streams now, and
you've come. I'll begin by wearing you down.
Hopefully my input gain isn't so high that you guys can hear my keyboard all too bad, but I do have the clicky one, but I also have a tactile one as well, so maybe I can switch to that one if it's too bad.
I've created new endless for you. Not all the warriors, but they will follow order. Kill and survive and so forth. Here, I shall prepare the stage of battle. Of a physician. One who saves lives should be reluctant to die.
That's what happens when you use your Icarus too soon. makes it worse because... What's over here? Oh, not see that. Anyway, doing this expert dungeon, at least for the time being, is pretty crappy because they sync this one back, so you're not at your strongest, which makes sense, but it's still kind of annoying. Because every mob, every boss takes absolutely as long as it needs to.
Oh, you've overburdened the system. No matter. It served its purpose.
Weird. Get some adder stings back before the next boss.
Next, we visit a prison of sinister repute. I need not compel them to fight.
Gets north boss. Pretty interesting of them to introduce individual bosses in a boss arena, which is pretty cool. We have to resolve the bosses ourselves.
We the loyal executioners. They shall deal appropriately with criminals. Your sentence is death. How long can you defer?
Snatch me.
Criminals may run, but they cannot escape.
Switch targets. Alright. Oh man, I do not miss these bosses at all. That was definitely...
You continue on.
Ooh, Bard hat. For some reason these guys are walking super slow in this dungeon. It's weird to me because I'm normally used to really high pace, like I guess players getting into expert roulette. I mean, I remember the days when I was... Okay, so 1.0, completely different story. But when A Realm Reborn officially launched, I remember I was in beta phase 4, which was the stress test. And that was like 11 days. It was like just under 2 weeks or something. It's been a long time. It's 2013. But I remember the days when dungeons would take like 30 to 45 minutes to get through, and it was just hell. I also remember, you know, crafting. Oh man, so when I first started, crafting was not my thing. It wasn't my favorite thing in 11 as well. And man, when I tell you, like, a craft took like 4 minutes for a single one, because like the action commands were so, like, they weren't long, but like you couldn't queue another like action for several seconds, and also the animations weren't the quickest, and I just remember like each and every single one of those being completely, like, I remember falling asleep during class or crafts because they were just so slow, and I was like, you know what, this is not for me. Especially as they, you know, kept it as it was. I mean, even during like Heavensward, it's still pretty slow, but eventually they gave us quick crafting, and then I would say that they reduced some of the wait times between skills and actions. That was actually kind of crazy, but it was a blessing. I used to craft so much. I haven't crafted really all of this expansion, and I don't know if that's because I made like thousands and thousands of potions and food during Endwalker that I just haven't needed to, or just sheer laziness. I have no idea, but I don't really need it to craft at all this expansion. But should I need to, I'm so glad that it's so much quicker. I haven't actually tried it, but I remember me and my friends of our FC, would do normal dungeons with each other. But I remember going in like a scholar, and my friend, one of my friends at the time that was part of the FC, he was leveling up tanks. And I remember dungeons just taking a really long time, like I said, like 30 to 45 minutes. And I would put the tank on follow as a scholar. And back then, you didn't really have to heal as a scholar because Eos and Selene's like auto heals were really, really strong. The only difference was that the coding for Eos and Selene back then, they would only heal their target to 80% hit points. So it would stop. Obviously, they're trying to put more reliance on you yourself having to do some work and not just, you know, your fairy. Which was clever, but they did finally eventually change it for Eos to target anyone that's below 100% hit points, which is nice. But I haven't tried it in a really long time, but I don't think follow and like fairy heals are sufficient anymore for dungeons. But this is talking like back in ARR times when, gosh, Tamterra, well, I mean Tamterra, Deepcroft, or gosh, those dungeons are wild. It's like another era. With 1,000 snores of Totorak. Oh my gosh. That one, absolute worst. That dungeon was probably a definite auto follow and oh shit. Definite auto follow and let Selene or Eos do all of the work. Because that dungeon would put me right to sleep. Absolutely pushing through, trying to get the pace going. So when it comes to my Final Fantasy XIV friends, a lot of them have actually quit the game in general. I'm not entirely sure why, but I think for a lot of people, if they did get to play Endwalker, Endwalker was peak, and then like, in my opinion, and then like, when they hit Dawntrail, it was like, what the hell is this? Now, personally, it's not my favorite, but I don't think it's so terrible. It's kind of nice, in my opinion, I think, to have like the microscope or the magnifying glass off of us for once. However, I do think about Endwalker a whole lot. It was just a really good time. Alright, so I have 50 more to get. So we can do level cap dungeons. I wonder what we'll get. Man, checking this out a lot. I have a long way to go on my alt's phantom weapon. But I guess I just gotta get it done, right? Speaking of alts, I do have this one. I have several others, but they're kind of just like in case I want to start something new on my server or world. But my alt is pretty caught up, and that's, you know, I made an alt. So initially when I made my alt, I wanted to play Shadowbringers over again, and there was no New Game Plus at the time. So I played all the way through Shadowbringers on my main, and I really, really wanted to experience the story again because I thought Shadowbringers was pretty awesome, and especially the ending of the initial story. But I wanted to play it again, and I hurried up and got this one all the way through. I did use one of those, you know, jump potions. I think that's what they're called. Because I just wanted to get to Shadowbringers again and play it through. And shortly after I did that, they introduced New Game Plus. And I was like, wait. So I spent all that money and all that time to do it again, like when I could have just done it on my main. But also I kind of consider my alt to be like one of those like overflow. Oh gosh, someone's giving me a hug. I think I have that one. So anyway, back to that. It was a cute little interaction. I made my alt after that to be like my overflow. So if I had done everything that I wanted to on my main, I could just hop over onto my alt and, you know, get caught up or play the game some more. I don't know how many other people do that. It's also like, I guess I suppose a second persona in a way. I don't know. And then this, my alt character has been like my escape because it's weird because like I run an FC and sometimes it's nice to just, when I'm in a shitty mood, to just not play with anyone. And I just want to be by myself for a moment. I wonder if there's other people that do that, but I know I definitely do it. Did I get the surveyed point up here? I think we all have to. I think it's part of the story. Indeed. Alright, let's see who is which one we're doing. Please be something good. Oh. You know, actually I've been wanting to do this one for quite a bit, so. And it looks like our tank is sprinting, so my life! I'm so excited. Finally, fast-paced gameplay, it's my favorite! This dungeon, I think, is really well designed, but also I really like the dark and creepy eeriness of it. It's like field experiments and experiments on people, and it's kind of sick and twisted, but like, come on, Shadowbringers was like super dark, and everyone loved it. Like the whole plot where, you know, people are ascended, the chosen ones of Yulmore that serve the Yulmorans are ascended, but they're just really turned into Sin Eaters, and then Sin Eaters are turned into Mule, and then the Mule is eaten, and it kind of like tames the people. Yeah, I don't think it gets darker than that. I just wish in North America we didn't get the censored version. Definitely. Oh gosh, she's way back there. Sting. Sprint. Oh, don't take it like that. Free skin of Forgal. That weird chair. What the hell is that? Why are you sitting on a ball? Is that a medicine ball? Makes it. Oh, two people walked in. A lot of rock creatures. Just yesterday I was thinking about why I have animations viewed as just my own. For a long time I used to just I used to have all of them showing, mainly during sport. Change that. I was just thinking, well, but did everyone forget how chaotic it looks when everyone's attack animations are on? Sometimes a part of me wants to put it back on just so I can see all the pretty colors and lights and animations and stuff. Another part of me is just like, yeah, it's gonna make things a lot more confusing. It bites. This rabbit bites. This is the reskin of Carbon, but also like a few other things as well. The frames. It's the rabbit poops. Impressive team, I love it. Oh, the Shiya is not there. Oh, hurt to my soul. No comms. Left. Golly. Normal raids. Maybe we'll get double AC heavyweight. If not, anything from Pandemonium would be nice.
times! Give him what for, champion!
The Fixer. It's an AoE.
His arm has a life of its own! Is this the power of the mythical Linwork?
So that one's reach and... oh, staying over there.
His arm is slithering out! Oh, that's disgusting!
Globules. Coil. So it's the same every time. Oh no, southeast.
Watch out! That is one cruel coil!
So it is different every single time. I just haven't paid attention. I do know it just goes counterclockwise. Is it counterclockwise? Yeah. Anti-clockwise.
Evaded with a fall.
Left, west. Grotesquerie. Bone infected. Oh, it's coming this way.
Once again, they slip beyond their opponent's reach.
Overhealing quite a bit, but I've had really bad runs of this before. Snakes or are these dragons? They look like dragons to me.
What's he planning?
How convenient. I chose right. I'm going to explode here in a second. Oh, that's perfect too. I don't even have to move. Ah! No! Gosh, why would they do that? Over here, people. That kind of upsets me. jump over there? Did you see that?
They've been struck with
I'm
damage, but they
confused.
can weather it. They must.
He was summoning a new weird arm, and that always has like a bioblast or whatever it's called.
Regeneration be out of control?
It's just a
The
cheat.
Lindworm's completely healed. What outrageous regenerative power!
Stop. Does it make sense to follow someone? Maybe the opposite this time.
Is there no limit to his regenerative capacity?
Y'all better come over here. Please kill it. Oops. Perfect. Capped. I am just gonna switch accounts, switch characters. Give me just a second. Alright, back. Oh, so what am I doing in Gridania? Lavender Beds, where I live. I'm thinking a little bit of OC. Want to see if I can find any of the new accessories. Apparently you can find the neck earrings and bracelet when you do any of the CEs, fates, or treasure chest drops. So maybe I can search for some. And I guess it will give me an opportunity to put a little more experience points on Dancer. Phantom Dancer. On these buffs. Maybe I can make it to this one, who knows. It's 2 minutes recruiting. I might be able to make it, yeah, I'll probably make it. The one Company of Stone, whenever this CE spawns, everyone just shouts men or manly men or whatever. Party seeker on. But I wonder where everyone is actually. Let's check. There are only 13 people in this instance. 13, so it's either it's fresh. So barely any people here. But I suppose people have jobs, so people have jobs. Someone's like, only 13 players here. That's 2 parties. I was like, yeah, I noticed. Fresh. So everyone's shouting, looking for Group CE. I have Party Seeker on. You know what? If someone adds me, great. If someone doesn't, who knows? I have finally. Wow, just seconds before, just a second, split second before it actually starts. And there is 9 people. Oh gosh, someone was left. Oh man. Oh, bother. see anything. What people don't understand, I guess, about this one is you just have to stand here. Stand here at the opening of the beginning. You don't have to move. Like, look. See how uninvolved that was? I see a lot of people doing like that whole like, oh, step forward, step forward, step forward type of deal, or they try to like, or they use the geomancer ability, and it's like you don't even have to do all that. I don't know. Maybe it's just the black mage in me that thinks of like the easiest solution. Oh my gosh, come on. Easiest solution for all my black mage problems, where I find the like optimal spot to stand. I mean, we're super mobile now, so it doesn't even really matter, but there was a day when we weren't so mobile. Same with this mechanic too. Just have to be a little patient. Look, I wasn't hit by anything. I'm gonna blast these guys with flare and then I'm at a single target because they are too spread apart. Can't be helped. That's pretty fun. Oh, and I just see my followers. Not so bad at 6. Thank you for whoever the last person was that followed me. Still trying to figure out this whole like Twitch thing, so appreciate you guys at least being a little fair to me, at least right now, not judging me so harshly. But I am trying to get it. I'm trying to understand as best I can. I just barely learned how to make chat visible on the stream, so that's a plus for me. It was pretty easy to set up, but I just hope it's legible and people can read it. I have a thing for yellow subtitles, so I was thinking maybe I could just have yellow chat, yellow text, transparent background. I feel like it's the happy middle between black and white, but we'll see. I tested it a few times, but we'll see. If I ever get any chats coming through, then I'll know. But rough waters. Let's see if I can make it. There's not a lot of people here, so it might go down pretty darn fast. In fact, let's check to see if there's any. I think there has to be. All right, so we're up at 32 now. Formerly 13, now 32. So. Okay, good. I think I missed it. Not that last one. Flamed by that birds. Right, so I'll have to try to get some of these people up. This one trips me up sometimes. Or at least the second phase. When you have to start meeting back in the center, and it trips me up there. Five seconds. cross, probably. I told you it trips me up. Sometimes it just happens that way. Where do I find the time to dance as a black mage? I don't think it's possible. Cross, knockback, donut, cross. Did that hit me? Absolutely. I'm just a little off, aren't I? I felt like I was responsible for that death. Alright, give me just a second, I'll be right back. Still waiting. Oh. I know who that is. Cursed Concern, my favorite. I'm so happy. I wonder if my friend is going to head his way over here. We've been on the same server. As I see one of my friends that are on here, but he's part of a different FC. He's ran another FC for as long as I've known him. And we've been playing the game on the same server, know of each other, have had close interactions with each other for like over a decade. So nice to see that he plays. So many people have stopped playing. So that kind of sucks, but let's see if he'll see me. Where is he at? Mine. want the turtle shell again. I want the turtle shell every single time. But I won't ever get it. Dead people. And now 6 coins. Get the blue gem. No fun. Notes on the tipping tortoise, but no accessory. One-hit KOs. Poopy. Let's see if these treasure chests are over here. Like 3 in this area typically, and they respawn every single time. Alright, don't see me. Oh, there's a silver chest over here, the usual one that I expect to see, but none of the other ones. I believe there's also one typically near here. Yeah, it's right there. Oh. I have like everything. All the minions. Sometimes it would be nice think it's something I don't have, but when you've been playing like 13 years, geez, 13 years, come August, you kind of get a lot of stuff. I will say I do miss the way Boja was set up, or like any of those places. Whenever a critical engagement, you could just get right in there. I don't know. I feel like they keep making Square Enix and director, producers, designers, all that stuff. They keep making like bad decisions. However, I can kind of see why they made it go this way, because people would just like camp out at base. This actually makes you get out there and experience danger, or potential danger or threats, rather than just chilling in a safe spot and then queuing into the critical engagements. So I guess I can see it from both sides, but I don't know. This one's a pretty fun one. Sometimes I wonder. Black Star. next mechanic, I believe. Yeah, it's a little... Incredibly lucky there. Oh shit. Damn. Chose the wrong side. It's not the worst thing that could happen. I mean, I guess it is, but I don't die very often, so... Oh. A delicate balance. Not the fireball guy. Looks like it's the fireball guy. I just walked right into a fluid swing. Crystal caverns, crystallized caverns. I guess we're on a fate farming spree right now. They've been popping up like crazy. I don't typically do these, but if I do, I might increase my odds, I suppose, of finding an accessory. Alright, so still no accessory, but I'm working on it, at least for a little bit. On the Hunt is up next, so it's a pretty fun one. Except for when he tries to slap you. But I don't know, it's a pretty fun one. I suppose I have an issue, like maybe a lot of people do, maybe not just me, maybe just casters, but it's those beacons. Maybe people don't have a problem with those as much as I do. Sometimes I can't gauge whether or not to like walk ahead of it or walk past it. I feel like that is where I get kind of caught up. But other than that, it's pretty fun. It's a pretty fun CE. I think the one that I hate the most though, thinking about it, is with Extreme Prejudice. At least in the beginning. I mean, it's not so bad now, but I feel like that's an argument for like everything. Like you hate it at first when you don't know how to do it, and you probably hate it for a little bit longer after that. But then once you do it enough, it's like, I know how to do this. But even so, some of those like chain AoEs can really, really trip you up. What is it? The move is called Assail, where they start sending out those beams for a move, for one of the urns to execute. Man, it is tough. Pretty tricky. Oh man. I hope the healer makes it. Yeah. They are on their way. Hopefully they can make it. Because I don't want to heal. I don't have the gear right now. And if I mention it in any of my past streams, I don't like to leave my silver pieces like really low, or I suppose even my gold pieces. So if I'm buying something that's 4,000, I need to have at least 8,000 to where I feel comfortable with it. Because what if I need something? I don't know. But that's just how I am. So I don't want to have 0. Then it just feels like it's a whole other building, like you're just building up your money. So as soon as I hit oh, he's gonna slap us. Did you raise your hand to me? Once I hit 8,000 pieces, I'll purchase another healer piece so I can heal a bit stronger in this place. Not that much more to go, but I think I have 2 pieces so far, the body and the legs. Gonna slap somebody, especially that tank. Oh. Now a temper tantrum. Hey, baby. Find a safe zone. Oh. Yeah, but I'm still being... And I'm dead. I need to find out the cheat for that. Because there has to be a simpler way, I feel like. Typically, I just run around like I was a chicken with my head cut off. And typically that works out. Oh man, that sucks. I am not gonna make it. Don't land any rocks on me. I don't want to be mashed potatoes. Oh, I want to use a limit break. And so I shall. Don't you dare. Just die. Thank you. That's my favorite when you do that. It's my favorite when you die before me. It looks like I got another follower. Thank you for the follow. I am trying my best to get to the next stage here on Twitch, so I think it'd be awesome if this could actually turn into something. Let's see what CE's up. Scourge of the Mines, the Mind Flare. It's a pretty fun one. We have a lot of tanks. A lot of tanks. The most tanks. So I will be hitting the 2-hour mark here soon. I may need to go run an errand, but I can either keep the stream going or come back and do another stream. Try to continue on with this. Maybe we can complete this CE in the next 8 minutes. Bastard whacked me. Just lucky. I did not even see if there was any space, but I assume there would be. So I need to go towards fire. please heal me. Oh, our healer died again. They were walloped. Beautiful thing. But at least they were able to get a really good... They used a Benny on me, so... For that, I am super thankful. But everyone else was like full health, so... I was the only one that was that was sitting critical. Can you resist much longer? Maybe. I think the zoom feature is great in this game, but I also feel like it doesn't allow you to zoom out enough. And that's a problem for a lot of people. But I feel like, I guess if you had like an advantage to zoom out even further than they allow you, then it would kind of give you a strategical benefit or, you know, advantage. I don't know. Oh, they are going to Serving Darkness. I maybe could make it. They already seem to get a bit of a head start, but I don't expect another CE until Auroral Mirages goes away. Oof. I forgot it was that big. Pass away. Alright, I have to stop here to go run that errand, but I will be back potentially to start another stream. I guess we'll see when I get back here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and to all the new subscribers, or not subscribers, but followers, thank you. I appreciate that. I am new, so I am trying my best, but I hope you guys have a good day.